Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers will return after these messages.
What's up, Sugar Bear?
I think something new is cooking with Super Golden Crisp cereal. It tastes better than ever. Time to rock and roll. This should shed some light on the subject.
Look! Sugar Bear!
More golden coating makes an extra yummy sweet taste. Let's go for a spin.
Yum!
Now more golden coating makes Super Golden Crisp the honey delicious part of this nutritious breakfast. Second?
Yeah!
Delicious! Very tasty.
They're here!
Who's here? Ghosts!
Our Count Chocula cereal! It's haunted!
Yummy marshmallow ghosts.
Scary bats and new spooky ghost marshmallows are haunting all the monster cereals. They're the ghostly part of this complete breakfast.
It's Mario! Look, Ronald! Mario's mystery block makes him big!
And my magic box makes us lunch.
What's in McDonald's Happy Meal? One of 4 Nintendo Super Mario Brothers 3 toys. A Mario toy that jumps. Or an acrobatic little Goomba. A pullback Luigi. Or a hopping Koopa Paratroopa. One toy with each Happy Meal you buy.
Don't call 911 to report a blocked driveway or a loud stereo. Leave the 911 lines open for real emergencies. For anything else, call directory assistance. Think before you call 911.
Now back to Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers will return after these messages.
Can't stop this.
Hey, guess what? The Disney afternoon's just 4 weeks away.
Cool.
Are you ready?
This is hot. Can't stop this.
It's getting closer. Ooh, get a little closer.
Kids everywhere are joining the countdown with Gummy Bears, DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, and Tailspin.
On the Disney afternoon.
And of course, this is Vicus lycus. Native to North America, the Vicus species is known for its remarkable speed and the ability to digest dirt. In the wild, you can always observe the ooze, the muck, and something not unlike feathers over a layer of what appears to be Levi's jeans.
The original soundtrack album to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is excellent. Now hear these radical tunes on your telephone. Dial 1-900-860-9000 and boogaloo to the turtle tunes. Pick up your phones and hear sounds that'll shake your bones. The original soundtrack album. So get up off your shelf and dial 1-900-860-9000. $2 the first minute, $1 each additional. Callers under 18 get your parents' permission. Call on, dudes. It's almost as cool as pizza.
The event you've all been waiting for.
Tonight, starting at 6 on Channel 11.
And now back to Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers.
We invited an expert team to our laboratory to give us their opinions of Disney's DuckTales video game from Capcom.
Yes! Awesome!
You'll have exciting adventures helping Scrooge McDuck escape danger and become the richest duck in the world.
Cool. Totally hot.
Way radical, man.
Excellent.
Join the DuckTales gang in Disney's DuckTales for Nintendo by Capcom. Also look for Mickey Mousecapade.
It's a quacker.
Oh!
Ah, Proper-potamus.
Yes?
I bet once you smell Kellogg's Fruit Loops, you'll have to taste them.
I don't have to do anything.
I dare you.
You dare me?
I double toucan dare you. To snip the lemon, orange, and cherry, but not taste, that's what I'm daring.
What?
That's the double toucan dare.
Let me at those Fruit Loops.
The irresistible part of this complete breakfast. Once you smell them, you've got to have them.
It wouldn't be proper not to.
Now, the new Tyson Looney Tunes meals, Daffy Duck.
Thank you. My spaghetti and meatballs.
Sylvester, my fish sticks are stupendous.
Sweetie?
Look, nutritious, delicious too.
Introducing Tyson Looney Tunes Meals for Kids. Nutritious meals that taste great.
Bugs Bunny.
You'll find my meals in your Bruce's freezer. And, these other guys, too.
New Looney Tunes meals from Tyson.
Feeling like family.
Now available in kids size.
What's better than a half an hour of the Fonz? How about an hour? Every day at 6, the cool dude from high school is going to rule the screen for a full hour. Watch an hour of Happy Days every day at 6. Now, stay tuned for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will return after these messages.
Our solar system is made up of 9 planets. Mercury...
Now from Chips Ahoy, there's new Sprinkle Chips Ahoy. With lots of chocolate chips and magical colored sprinkles, there's a party in every bite.
Any questions?
Could you explain that again?
Certainly. Our solar system...
New Sprinkled Chips Ahoy. A party in every bite.
Where I grew up, there was no Boys and Girls Club. And since Mom was working, my boyfriend and I would just hang out. One time, he got his hands on a car and we... I don't know. Maybe if there was a club in the neighborhood, things might have been different.
Fact. This year, over 19 billion tax dollars went to families begun by a teenage birth. Support the club that beats the streets.
Delicious.
Very tasty.
They're here.
Who's here?
Ghosts. Our town chocolate cereal. It's haunted.
Yummy marshmallow ghosts.
Scary bats and new spooky ghost marshmallows are haunting all the monster cereals. They're the ghostly part of this complete breakfast.
We now return to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will return after these messages.
Back to throw. He's got a man deep. Touchdown! What a leaping man in the end zone. The defender can do nothing about it. We've got a tie ball game, and what a comeback. Less than a minute to go. Now the extra point kicks the lead. Here's the snap. Kick is up.
Micro Machine Man here and Mini Micro Man there. We've got a delightful day planned, so we better get going.
First stop.
The Micro Machines off-road country playset, where we take our 4x4s to the great outdoors, cruising through tiny tunnels, moving down marvelous mountains with really rugged, mighty Micro Machines wheels, breezed by the bitty boathouse and tiny tackle shop, where we buy our bait.
Second stop.
The Micro Machines Truck and Service Center, good buddy, where we weigh in. You can really try it. Better put your Micro Machines on a super semi-diet, because you can hoist a trailer if you wish, then stop and buy some market fresh fish. Phew, you can play the day away in these. The Micro Machines off-road country playset and Truck and Service Center, playsets and vehicles each sold separately from Galoob. Remember, if it doesn't say Micro Machines...
It's not the real thing.
This looks tough.
Hey, that's no way to feel. When you power up with a complete breakfast with low-sugar Cheerios...
Cheerios.
You're powered to go.
The Cheerios.
Let's roll.
Power in those little holes. You can't
wonderful world. Secret places.
Secret places.
I wish we had our own secret place where a couch becomes more than before.
Secret places.
Look, another secret friend. When a TV becomes a whole other room. Secret places.
Welcome to Secret Places. Open up the bed, and there you'll find a tiny little bedroom and dolly inside.
What a surprise. The magic inside of this wonderful magical. Just gotta get them all. Secret places.
Play furniture with 2 dolls that open to a secret room, each sold separately from Galoob.
No, I never went to that place. Can you imagine me walking into something called the Boys and Girls Club? Not me. I had too many things to do. Too many plans.
It costs over $16,000 a year to keep a man in jail. It costs a fraction of that to keep a kid out. Support the club that beats the streets.
We now return to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will return after these messages.
Yo, Snap, take a picture of me. Come on. Okay, everybody, say cheeseburger. Cheeseburger! Speaking of cheeseburgers, let's go to Burger King.
You've watched them on TV. You've seen them in the paper.
Wow.
And at the clubhouse. Now you can take them home. Jaws snaps all 6 of the Kids Club gang. 1 character in car with every kid's meal for anyone at Burger King.
The Burger King Kids Club, just for fun, just for you.
A smile can light the darkness. A helping hand can show the way. It's the little things that matter most day to day. When you take the time to care, it can mean so much to someone out there. A friendly look, a laugh, a touch, a feeling you share. When you take the time to care.
Hey, it's been one heck of a season so far, huh, Mike?
That's right, Ron. And the crowd is really up for this game.
Hi, breakfast fan. How about some Honey Nut Cheerios?
Hey, we got a game going on here.
But as part of this complete breakfast, Honey Nut Cheerios blends real honey with crunchy nuts. Gee, it's Honey Nut Cheerios.
We like games with lots of surprises. Yeah! But our favorite surprise is a toy in every kid's meal.
What's the surprise?
Micro Machine Sky Carrier. Coming in for a landing.
Now there's one in every Wendy's Kids meal. You can put stuff inside, and they even fit together to make a super sky carrier. You can collect all 6, Micro Machines not included.
What's better than a...
Yo, Johnny, Mickey D's.
Okay, thanks. Ah. Whoa,
Look who's popping into McDonald's. It's Mario from the new Super Mario Bros. 3 game. And when you buy a McDonald's Happy Meal, you'll get a Jumping Mario, or a Kooky Luigi, a Koopa Paratroopa, or a Little Goomba. McDonald's Happy Meal. You can collect all 4.
Mario! Mario! Mario!
He's back. All you had to do was ask. Super Mario Bros. 3 from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
This looks tough.
Hey, that's no way to feel. When you power up with a complete breakfast with low-sugar Cheerios...
Cheerios.
Your power just goes.
The Cheerios.
Let's roll.
I can do it.
Now that's the way to feel.
He's feeling Cheerios.
Tell me what is in. Everybody, I want to know.
And now back to Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers.
Get G.I. Joe stuff! G.I. Joe Avalanche has ice mines that really shoot, missiles that really fire, and an attack pod. A real American hero! Get G.I. Joe stuff! G.I. Joe Avalanche comes with driver. Joe stuff!
The Autobot Action Masters transform the Turbo Racer and the Attack Cruiser, but the Decepticons battle back with Gut Cruncher in the Stratojet, transforming it into a tank and laser cannon. Action Masters figures and vehicles.
Summertime goes by so fast. Then you're back in school where time goes so slowly. You can't wait to get on your feet and get your Buster Browns moving. Or to go meet your friends. But whatever time it is, the time is always right for Buster's cool back-to-school shoes. Run into your Buster Brown store today and get a free Buster Sport Watch with any specially marked pair of Buster Brown shoes. The time is right. Now. Wow.
Supply, demand, economics, production, accounting, distribution.
Most kids find economics dull and stale. But Junior Achievement, in partnership with educators, brings a breath of fresh air into the classroom by having successful business people show kids the one thing about business that every economic theory neglects: the excitement. Support Junior Achievement. Show a kid how America...
And now back to Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers.
Micro Machine Man here. My mini Microman and I are moving curiously fast. We're inside the Micro Machine Speed Shop where you customize cars by changing parts. Add tiny turbo performance wheels, make your customized Micro Machines race fast, faster, fastest. The Micro Machine Speed Shop comes with special cars, engines, spoilers, and sets of tires. Remember, if it doesn't say Micro Machines,
It's not the real thing!
the toughest Micro Machines to hit the scene are these mighty military Micro Machines. Sergeant Micro Machine Man here with the toughest fleet to hit the street. The Micro Machines military vehicles. Jazzy Jet Bomber, Tough Tanks, Commando Choppers, Crazy Convoys, ready for action. Micro Machines military vehicles, each pack sold separately from Galoob. If you want to join up, then help me sing, because if it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the real thing.
When I grow up, I want to be...
A basketball player.
I want to be a chemist.
He's crazy.
I want to make millions of dollars.
Ooh, I want to get her to like me, but I think it's impossible.
You can't always win. You can't always lose. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up, so don't bug me.
I don't want to be a vegetarian.
Girls should be able to play football, too.
What do you mean by that?
I want to be invisible. Hey, Grammy! A grand slam home run! Just do it! I really like to help the world. I want to be president of Nike.
That's cool.
Unwrap with the ultimate bubble. Come on, everybody. To have it, unwrap it. You gotta get snapping, cause that's what's happening. Unwrap it. Don't listen to the bubble babble. Bubblicious, that's what this is. Snap an apple.
A hip-hop star may be what you are, but Very Cherry Blast will take you very far. I got the taste to pop in your face. The ultimate one. Bubblicious cherry come at last. A cherry blast.
Do the ultimate thing.
We're the Bubblicious gang.
We got it.
We don't quit.
We're the ultimate.
Bubble.
Bubblicious.
What's better than a half an hour of the Fonz? How about an hour? Every day at 6, the cool dude from high school is going to rule the screen for a full hour. Watch an hour of happy days every day at 6. Now, stay tuned for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is WPIX, New York.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will return after these messages.
Our solar system is made up of 9 planets.
Now from Chips Ahoy, Sprinkle Chips Ahoy. With magical colored sprinkles, there's a party in every bite. New Sprinkle Chips Ahoy, a party in every bite.
Who's that twister? Who's that cruncher? It's Oreo action for Oreo monsters. What's your Oreo action with Oreo?
Mario! Mario!
Mario! Mario! Mario!
He's back. All you had to do was ask. Super Mario Brothers 3 from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
Now,
Just when you thought it was safe to eat shark bites.
the shark may have up to 3,000 teeth.
Class dismissed.
Whoa! A shark's tooth.
Fruity shark's teeth. Now in Shark Bites Fruit Snacks, you can put the bite on some today.
Hi, say hello to Myrtle and her friend Michael. These pets and hundreds more are up for adoption at the North Shore Animal League in Port Washington, Long Island. Want to know the best part? They're all free. No hidden fees, no gimmicks, no nothing. Why, you'll even get a free mystery gift when you adopt. Choose from plenty of free puppies, kittens, and purebreds. North Shore Animal League is open every day 10 to 10, Saturday and Sunday, too. So hurry on over to North Shore Animal League and adopt your free pet today.
We now return to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will return after these messages.
Come on. Okay, everybody, say cheeseburger. Cheeseburger! Speaking of cheeseburgers, let's go to Burger King.
You've watched them on TV. You've seen them in the paper.
Wow.
And at the clubhouse.
Wow.
Now you can take them home. Jaws snaps all 6 of the Kids Club gang. One character in car with every kid's meal for anyone at Burger King.
The Burger King Kids Club, just for fun, just for you.
Here's the perplexing Hupis aleupus, an urban species known to enter large outdoor cages voluntarily. They are capable of short flights, much like the pterodactyl or the flying fish. Colorations vary by season. However, if you don't see the blue of the Levi's jeans, it's not likely to be a true Hupis.
Can't stop this.
Hey, guess what? The Disney afternoon's just 4 weeks away.
Cool.
Are you ready?
This is hot. Can't stop this.
It's getting closer. Ooh, get a little closer.
Kids everywhere are joining the countdown with Gummy Bears, DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, and Tailspin.
On the Disney afternoon.
This here's the Cruncher, and these are tough tracks with all the fired up fuel-injected power of the big boys, like Gravedigger, King Crunch, Carolina Crusher. Feel the humongous horsepower, the tremendous torque, revving those RPMs to the max, pulverizing power. I like that. Tough tracks, mind-blowing, keep on going, trailblazing, amazing monster machines.
Monster Mondo and Mondo Trucks.
Tough tracks, each sold separately from Galoob. Are you tough enough for tough tracks?
With my book of magic, I'll make a new batch of Lucky Charms. The delicious part of a complete breakfast. A touch of magic. Ah, I used too much magic. Now my marshmallow colors are all mixed up. Blue hearts, green moons, purple stars. And I can't read the book to fix them. Kids, you've got to help me before these mixed up marshmallows get into me Lucky Charms cereal.
They already are. What do we do?
Kids, you can get your own box of mixed up Lucky Charms and help Lucky fix up the mix-up.
Help me, or my Lucky Charms will stay mixed up forever.
We now return to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will return after these messages.
Soggies, ho! Oh no, they're after your delicious cereal.
Full speed ahead!
That sweet, tasty crunch is gonna be ours.
Captain Crunch, are you worried?
No, I have a plan that'll swallow hook, line,
oh boy!
Oh boy!
and sinker.
Oh no!
Yum.
Way to go, Captain.
I knew we were fishing for trouble.
Captain Crunch is a tasty part of a balanced breakfast.
What? And your parents
think bike helmets will just keep you safer. If you want to be cool, helmets are the rule.
Hey, I'm no numbskull, so call me at 1-900-909-2233, and you'll hear the funniest monster jokes like, what's a vampire's favorite sport? Basketball. Or the one about the ghoul who missed her mummy. You'll also find out how to get these scary street signs featuring my friends Dracula, Wolfman, and Frankenstein. It costs $2.45 for a 2-minute message, so ask your mom or dad if it's okay before you call 1-900-909-2233. I'm dying to make you laugh.
Don't call 911 to report a blocked driveway or a loud stereo. Leave the 911 lines open for real emergencies. For anything else, call directory assistance. Think before you call 911.
What's better than a half...
Out of the mists of the past, out of the far past, out of the near past of only yesterday, has come our great civilization of today. A man-made world full of the evidence that man progresses by building knowledge on knowledge, bit by bit, progresses by building on the learning, the experience, the culture of the past. Our alphabet, for example, a priceless heritage from the ancients. From it, we created our written language. From the Romans came our laws, basis of modern judicial practice. And the Romans taught us how to build roads, arteries of civilization. The Greeks profoundly influenced our architecture. Printing, an inheritance from the Chinese, has made possible learning for the millions. From Egypt of long ago came the principles of farming, the foundation of modern agriculture. So, building on the past, step by step, our civilization has risen until man has been dwarfed by his own accomplishments. Building, 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 miracles of achievement in every field, and all stand as a monument to the principles of progress contributed by ancient cultures. While most of our ancestors were skin-clad barbarians in the old world, there lived in Middle America a mighty people, the Maya. And the Maya, uninfluenced by any other civilization, rose to a greatness of their own. Like all the other inhabitants of the Western Hemisphere, the remote ancestors of the Maya had crossed Bering Strait from Asia. Nomads, wanderers, perhaps with fire, but without tools. These first Americans drifted southward, looking for better hunting, alongside the Rocky Mountains, through the Great Plains, eventually into Mexico, into fertile upland valleys, where they learned to cultivate edible plants. With the development of agriculture, the wanderers settled. There was leisure, time between crops, and leisure gives man time to think, time to develop a civilization such as the Maya evolved. In the jungles of northern Guatemala and southern Mexico, the Maya were building immense stone cities 1,500 years ago. These magnificent cities are ruins now, victims of warm rains and the strangling tropic vegetation. The Maya civilization itself is gone, but it has left us important lessons. The Maya developed all of the great principles of culture independently of European or Asiatic civilizations. The Maya had their great lawmakers. They could have given us laws. The Maya, too, could have given us a written language. In all the history of the world, only 5 or 6 original systems of writing have been developed. One of these was the Maya system. The Maya were magnificent artists. See the exquisite detail, the well-planned conception of their carving. No people in the history of the world knew more than the Maya about perspective and the drawing of the human figure. They were skillful engineers, great architects. See the clever joints, the masterly stone cutting on this old Maya building. But the greatest achievement of the Maya was in science. This is their zero sign, invented 1,000 years before it was conceived by the Hindus, who gave it to us. With their zero sign and these simple bar and dot numerals, the Maya went far into higher mathematics. With their zero and their written language, the Maya worked out the most complete astronomical knowledge of any people before the 16th century. They created the most accurate calendar man has ever devised. The Maya could have given us much, could have given us a great culture. And the Maya have given us much. From their agriculture, we have inherited many important foods. Ancient America gave us corn, beans, peanuts, melons. Even pineapples are native to the American tropics. Ancient Americans gave us peppers, tomatoes, and they gave us potatoes too. And chocolate. The Aztec Emperor Moctezuma drank it every day. Columbus saw tobacco the very day he landed in the New World. Ancient America is close beside our dinner table. Here, an all-American menu, soup to nuts. And every bit of it an ancient American product. That brings the past pretty close. In 1521, when Hernando Cortés conquered Mexico, Aztec merchantmen pulled their busy boats through Xochimilco, the place of flowers, near the city of Mexico, 400 years ago. And still they do, floating over the same quiet waters as they did long centuries ago. The same Aztec boatmen, the same place of flowers, Xochimilco. Ancient songs still echo over the mirroring waters, where the tall, slim willows lift spires like Lombardy poplars. 400 years ago, the Spaniards conquered Middle America. On shattered Indian nations, they built a great colonial empire. And this was its capital, Antigua, once a mighty Spanish city in the pleasantest valley in Guatemala. This was the capital of all the mainland Americas, from Mexico to Peru, 1543 to 1775. Antigua was gracious with age when our 13 little colonies fought for their freedom. Stately, proud, alive, too proud. Time and again, earthquakes hurled it to the ground. Time and again, it was rebuilded in its magnificence. Then even the fierce Spanish dons gave up and left it, their proud and ruined city. Today, Antigua is a city of life and a city of ghosts. Its population of thousands lead everyday lives amid the colonial ruins. Even the Indians have returned to take up their lives in the shadow of humbled Spanish grandeur. For long years, there were war clouds, clouds of Spanish conquest over the smiling valleys of Middle America. Eventually, peace, quiet people, quiet lands, peaceful lands, hard-working, industrious people. In 1492, there were perhaps 2 million Maya. Today, there are still at least 2 million pure-blooded Maya. lacking only the magnificent independent civilization of the past, they live as their ancestors lived, tilling their fields, their corn and beans and potatoes. And meet in their ancient marketplaces, as they have met for centuries, buying and selling their crops and their handiwork. The Indians dress today as their people dressed 1,000 years ago. They even sit the same today. Notice the upside-down position of their feet. That's the way their people sat 1,000 years ago. See, the feet of this old Maya image are folded under in the self-same way. Behold their magnificent textiles, textiles born of instinct and love of design. And they are still made the way their ancestors wove and embroidered so many centuries ago. Before Christ was born, Maya artists shaped beautiful clay pottery, shaped it with their clever hands, with their careful hands, and Mother Earth. And they still do, the same clever hands, the same mute clay. Look at them in Chinautla, little Indian village not far from the busy streets of Guatemala City, these modern ancients. They lay their fires in the old way, baking their pots, as they have been baked always in these smiling lands. And then, pick-a-back to market. Past and present are brother and sister in Middle America. In terms of geography, Middle America is a land of infinite variety. Mountains, broad valleys, magnificent lakes, many rivers, modern cities, lush lowlands, unbelievably fertile, where grow fantastically beautiful tropical flowers. Middle America, tremendously rich in resources the world needs. Mountains hoarding gold and silver and copper, iron, marble, timber, hundreds of thousands of acres. Water power, lots of it. Wool in the cool highlands, the broad upland valleys. Coffee from the hill country for millions of breakfast tables. And transportation, trains to carry products to market, hurrying along under incredible tropic skies, through the hill country, through the low country, to the ports. Middle America, rich in potentialities for trade. Modern Middle America's most important contribution to the world's market basket, its greatest single industry, is the banana, green gold of Middle America. Bananas are old residents of the New World, but not natives. In 1510, more than 400 years ago, Father Tomas de Berlanga, a foresighted Dominican, brought the first banana root to this hemisphere. Precious roots from the Canary Islands to the West Indies. There, on the island of Hispaniola, he planted, and there he saw grow the first American bananas. Then Father Berlanga took his great new fruit to the mainland, to Central America, to Panama. 4 centuries later, from this humble beginning came a gigantic industry. U.S. enterprise and Central American sun, rain, and soil now produce more than 75 million stems of bananas a year. Bananas don't grow wild. They must be cultivated. The jungle cleared, rootstocks planted in the fertile soil. New plantings must be cleaned of undergrowth, else young shoots will smother. Growth is magic here. The shoot leaps up, grows quickly. At 3 months, it is sturdy. At 6 months, leaves spread wide. Within a year and a few months, full-grown fruit on a lofty tree. And from each tree, shoots spring up, which also will bear. A banana tree perpetuates itself several generations at a time. The lowland farms are endless, watered, tended, but sometimes tropic suns will dry the land too much. Then man turns on the rain, tailor-made weather. Great pumps lift water out of rivers, ditches, throwing it far. Throwing it in overlapping circles hundreds of feet across the farms. Tons of water breaking into spray, feeding the thirsty leaves, feeding the growing fruit. Bananas grow upside down, pointing their fingers at the sky, dangling their purple buds. Cutting crews seek out the best, one stem to a tree. Keen blades bring down the great bunches of green fruit. Down comes the treetop, down the heavy fruit. On the sturdy shoulders of men, bananas start their long journey to markets in far places. Gathered in tractor-drawn carts, the stems are wrapped in blankets, cushioned against bruises, laid gently by for a quick trip to the railroad. Banana trains hurry them to port in Honduras, in Guatemala, in Costa Rica, in Panama, in Jamaica, and many other tropical countries. Speeding to shipside at such points as Puerto Barrios, typical tropical port. At a dozen middle American ports, ships pick up their green cargo. Endless trains bring endless loads. From the cars, the green flood pours into the conveyors, steadily, ceaselessly. And into the yawning holds, the green tide goes, millions upon millions of bananas a year. Then, over the blue Caribbean, over the Gulf of Mexico, along the Atlantic lanes, the white fleet goes. In the USA, ports such as New Orleans, New York, Boston, many others, speed the green fruit from the ships by thousands, by millions. Men and machines speed them to trains and trucks. A mammoth industry has grown from Father Berlanga's humble immigrant roots. Middle America sends bananas to the world. And from the hot lowlands, too, from the jungles of North Guatemala and southern Yucatan, another multi-million-dollar industry, chicle, chewing gum from the sap of a hardwood tree. Airplanes fly it out of the jungles, shuttling back and forth to the ports. Sturdy freight planes hauling in foodstuffs and heavy machinery, and even mules, bringing out blocks of raw chicle. Soggy fields cannot stop them, these modern covered wagons of a new frontier. The skyways become the highways of Middle America. To market, through the clouds. To waiting ships, ships to carry chicle to busy factories, to the ultimate consumer. Chicle from Middle America, another important industry, the result of cooperation between North American enterprise and Middle American resources. Trade requires understanding. Understanding of the past, understanding of the present. For example, some shippers in the USA are losing trade in Latin America partly because they don't know how to pack. Now, there are reasons. Middle America has narrow gauge railroads. They must combat tremendous natural obstacles. And Middle America has twisting highways, cut from the mountainsides, and almost no side roads at all. On these trails, the standard conveyance is a man, or sometimes a mule, and a mule carries only 200 pounds, 100 pounds on a side. The men, too, carry prodigious loads, but they also have limitations. Too often, North American shippers load enormous cases, heavy steel drums, or heavy crates onto a steamer and send them to Latin America. Often the inland merchant cannot get his merchandise unless it is repacked in 100-pound loads for the mules. You've got to know your market. Trade requires understanding. And people, too. People require understanding. Why do people act as they do? Why do they buy, sell, think as they do? Because of the past, because of long tradition, because of training, the long years behind them. Their markets have a human factor which demands a knowledge of their habits, their past. In Middle America, 3 kinds of people must be understood. First, the natives, the Indians who were there thousands of years before the coming of the white man. Then the peoples of mixed bloods. And finally the Europeans, many of them descendants of the Spanish explorers who have no Indian blood at all. Natives, mixed bloods, whites. We must understand them all. We must understand their way of life. If it is not entirely our way, then we must take care to recognize how important is the past in the lives of all Middle Americans. Consider the problem of selling these people salt, for example. No matter how pure it is, many Middle American Indians don't want to buy white salt. They want gray salt. That's because the salt they've always had, that their ancestors had, is gray, evaporated from ancient salt flats, such as this one in Guatemala. The earth, wet with salt water, is carried uphill to the dripping frames. The salt water which drips from the wet earth is collected in jugs, taken to ovens, and evaporated over fires. Then the damp salt which remains is poured into molds and set in the sun to dry into hard cakes. Each cake contains enough of the mud of the salt flats to make it gray. Hence, to these people, salt is gray, and naturally, gray salt is what they want to buy. It is the past throwing its shadow over the living habits of Middle America. Strong in all Middle America, the influence of the past is strongest in these high, remote mountains of northwest Guatemala. Here live the Quiche Indians, part of the great Maya people, independent, uncompromising, indomitable. The Quiche have the past at their elbows. Even the ruins of their ancient cities are close to them in the highlands, remains of a past that ceaselessly affects their thoughts and actions. The Quiche still celebrate one of the world's oldest and most unusual religious ceremonies, the ritual of the broken pots. Never before filmed, these scenes were shot by a Tulane University cameraman. The ceremonies take place once each 260 days by the ancient Maya Quiche calendar, on the day known to them as Washakipbats, which means 8th monkey. It is deeply religious, tremendously important. On this day, all the Indians of Momostenango must come back to their town to seek the protection of their ancient gods for another 260 days. For what they are about to do before their Quiche gods, they first propitiate the Christian god in the village church of Momostenango. Then, out of the Christian church, out to the hills of broken pots. All year, they have saved their broken bowls and cups and plates. Carefully, they have gathered the fragments. And now, on this sacred day, they come to this sacred place, bearing the broken pieces to place upon a burning altar. Their own priests are here to make divinations from the fragments of broken vessels. And their altars are here, hundreds of sacred altars, hundreds of sacred fires to the Maya Quiche gods of old. All day long the priests pray, the fires burn, clouds of incense rise. On the tops of these hills lie the newly broken pots put here this year. Beneath them are last year's sherds. Lower still are those of the year before. Down there, in the dark of the earth, lies history. History which can be uncovered and studied. Each fragment has its place in the long story. Bit by bit, a narrative takes shape as probers of the past assemble the fragments and reconstruct the American yesterday. Institutions are grappling with the past in the interests of today and tomorrow. Among them is the Tulane University of Louisiana in New Orleans, geographically closest to Middle America. Tulane's Middle America Research Institute was launched by a New Orleans businessman who believed that a scientific study of Middle America, past and present, would further cultural relations between these peoples and the United States. Already Tulane and the other groups have discovered much, but there is much more to be learned. And so the work goes on. They are learning from exploration, from geography, from Middle America's many peoples. They are learning from such highly specialized studies as Palmer dermatoglyphics and physical anthropology, and from the archaeologists who are digging away at the oldest story, uncovering the shining past of the Americas. We are learning lessons that can bring about a closer understanding between the Americas, lessons that may help us solve the problems of our own time. A study of the Maya, for example, is mankind's opportunity to learn the story of why great civilizations fall. Do they grow so complex that their own weight pulls them down? Until it passed its peak, the Maya civilization was never conquered by any nation. Yet it crumbled, and the Spanish conquistadores found only the shell of a great civilization. Why? What did happen to the Maya? Was their culture undermined by the infiltration of a neighboring people? Were they economically strangled by a militaristic Aztec empire? Or did they simply reach the end of their capabilities, their limit of progress? Yes, what did happen to the Maya? And more important, can the same things happen to us? The answer lies in the past. For as always, understanding of the past is the key to the future, and understanding is the key to cordial relations between peoples. The people of Middle America are good neighbors. From them, we have learned much. And from these smiling lands, we can learn much more if we have the will and the courage to understand.